This guy brought me his computer, said it wouldn't turn on. Now let's see what happens. That was quick. Load, 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 load! Okay, I give it 1 minute. Finally, an error! Boot device not found means he's either got a hard drive problem or a super major operating system problem. Toshiba makes some pretty good hard drives, so let's test this thing. This thing literally made my reader stop. She's definitely bad, Jim. I just talked to the guy. He isn't worried about any data, so I got him a replacement 320 gig drive, as well as my automated Windows 10 installer. We're gonna hit next, delete all those, and hit next again. Now I'm gonna come back in a while. Okay, cool. Now to check for updates. Let those go. Okay, now to put it all back together. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And all done. Here's a quick and easy way to clean out your PS4. A lot of people complain saying that their PS4 sounds like a jet engine, so this will solve that. So on most PS4s, if they haven't been maimed yet, you have little stickers going over all of these screws. But this woman tried to fix it herself, so she does not. Gonna start with the console bottoms up. Gonna unscrew all 3 of those top screws. From there, easiest way is flip it over and reach your arm and pull. This is the movement. Once you pull both sides, the bottom should just come off. Yeah. There's the culprit. Now this fan blows through here. Little piece of metal hangs out. So dust gets on the other side of it and hangs out. This is the power supply unit. We need to take this out. 2 Phillips, 3 T9 torque. Unplug that. And this guy lifts up and out. Like I said, this is the quick and easy. The best way is to take all this out. As long as you have enough pressure, this will work. Screwdriver in so I don't spin blades. You want to try to blow through this way best as you can.
On today's menu, we're making lumpias. We're gonna start off with ground chicken, green onion, and some garlic. Dude, look at this big ass carrot. We're gonna grate that and throw it in, as well as some water chestnuts, mint. Now this is really just there for the texture. You know, it's a little bit crunchy. Moving on, we're gonna season it with a little bit of pepper, salt, and soy sauce. Give that a mix until you get a concoction that looks like this. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wrap. And there's a lot of different techniques of how to approach this. You can cut the wrappers into triangles, and then roll it like a typical egg roll, and then seal it off with some egg white. Pros and cons, it is very beautiful, but it is time consuming. I would honestly just recommend you roll it like a carpet and cut it in half. Okay, either way you roll it, your back is going to start hurting. How am I 21 years old with back issues, huh? Anyways, we're gonna fry these in some hot oil until they're golden brown, and you're gonna want to do this in batches, okay? Do not just plop the whole plate of lumpias inside. Once you're done, plate it, add a little bit of parsley, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Serve it with some sweet and sour sauce or banana ketchup, but I would rather eat a jean jacket before I eat ketchup.
So as promised, I told y'all that I would go through my iPod that I found. I opened up the pictures. I found like old Vines from literally when we first started Vine. But beyond that, y'all, if you have a working version of Flappy Bird, you can get $10,000 to $50,000 on eBay for the game. And I know I put Flappy Bird. Oh, damn, I got Flappy Wings. Don't let me, hold up. That Fly Bird. Where? I know I got it. Batchy Bird. Where? Flappy Bird. Yo, this iPod's probably worth like $50,000. Hold on, let's see if it works. Please let this work. Oh, shit. Yo! I'm about to get 50 grand. I don't care if I die. Run me my money.
Y'all, don't freak out. But there is definitely someone inside of my car. I'm not filming for entertainment. I'm filming so they know I know they're there. So they stop doing what I think they're gonna try to do. I don't want to die. If I look into my rear view and see eyeballs, I'm rear-ending a wall. Listen, I don't know what your intentions are, sir or ma'am. Box with a knife. I know of anyone who wants to hurt me. Yes. I don't want to assume that you're a ninja, but I looked everywhere and I couldn't find you, so I'm assuming you're good at your job. Are you hungry? Can I get you something? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just paranoid. That was literally the most perfect time for you to pop out. You're not a professional. You're so bad at this. Your first time? It could be scary. I know I am. I think you're gonna do great, okay? Maybe don't go all stabby on me first go. I think I've just worked myself up. I don't really think...
So the craziest shit just happened to me. I was just walking outside, minding my own business, enjoying the weather, and this car pulls up next to me, rolls the window down, and he's like, hey, if you show me your ass, I'll give you some almond milk. And I was like, what the hell? This shit happened right over there.
Declassified Government Documents. Part 1. In 1986, the U.S. Challenger flight took off on its data satellite mission. On board were 7 astronauts. After liftoff, its right rocket booster failed, causing a traumatic turn of events.
1 minute 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
When the Space Shuttle Challenger was destroyed, it was reported that all 7 astronauts were killed instantly. It was revealed decades later that some, if not all, of the astronauts survived the initial explosion, as the cockpit cabin had enough protection to not be breached. For almost 3 minutes, they were awake and aware as they plummeted towards the Atlantic Ocean. Understandably, NASA knew that this news of their terrifying death would have crippled the space program, even more than it already was. There was evidence to support the crew was still running procedures even long after imminent danger. They didn't die accepting their fate. They died astronauts. That's something to be admired.
Hey guys, it's Lauren's mom. Today, Lauren thinks that she's getting a cute makeup look when really I'm gonna give her a really bad one. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. It's gonna look so good.
I'm excited. What color are you using?
It's just a natural glam look that we're doing today.
Okay. Are you making my eyebrows thick?
No, I'm actually, my best thing is eyebrows. Like, you're gonna be like blown away.
Okay.
My favorite lipstick on you is more of like a little bit of a pink, just to give you a little bit of color.
I'm so excited to see.
Oh, it's so pretty. Get done. I'm done.
Really?
Yeah, your contour looks amazing. The jawline, wow. Girl, you are popping. You look so good. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, ready, go.
Mom, you said you were gonna give me a good makeover.
It looks good.
Let's talk about the most isolated place on Earth, Point Nemo. This tiny little dot is actually the space in the ocean that is furthest from any type of landmass. You are about 1,000 miles away from any form of civilization right here, which is kind of horrifying, and this place is also devoid of marine life. The only thing that can survive here is basically a bunch of microorganisms and bacteria, because this is in something called a subtropical gyre that forces out all sorts of nutrients, and what's even weirder is even though there's no marine life, this area is where the mysterious sound, the bloop, originated from, which is really kind of creepy. Another important thing to note is the person who found this spot didn't even visit it. They had to use a computer simulation to find out what the loneliest place on Earth was. Another important thing to note is people in the International Space Station are actually closer to Point Nemo than people on Earth. And this is where we dump all of our spaceships and satellites. So it's a giant mechanical graveyard with nothing else in it.
So I was just scrolling through TikTok and I was today years old when I found out that boys can feel the heartbeat. Like, the heartbeat. Like, they know. Hey. Hey. Question is, can you guys feel the heartbeat? Like, can you guys feel, like, our heart?
Well, like,
Wait, you can feel our heartbeat?
bro, I'm usually
Through our heartbeat? Wait, you can feel our heartbeat through our... I was today years old when I found that out. Wait. So when they can feel our heartbeat? Yeah.
This puzzle is known as the Codex Solenda. It has 5 pages. Every page has to be opened individually. To get to the next page, you have to follow the clues and solve this puzzle, which brings you to the next page, more clues, another puzzle, which then unlocks this page, and then you have another puzzle, and then finally, the last page, which then reveals a message from Da Vinci himself and schematics to an invention.
Crazy part is, most people believe that these 3 things will actually save your life. They don't. Let's pretend you're lost in the desert and you need water and you don't have any. So where are some places you can get water? One commonly held terrible piece of advice is to drink your own pee, because it's mostly made up of water, except there's 5% of that that's all made up of just waste from your body, and even though the urine might keep you alive a little bit longer, you'll ultimately die of kidney failure. So you don't drink your own pee. Instead, you head over to some cactus you see nearby because you remember reading or hearing in school that you can drink the water inside of cactus. Except, unless it's one really specific kind of cactus, you'll be drinking lots of alkaloids and chemicals that will make you viciously dangerously ill, and you'll start vomiting and you'll have diarrhea and you'll die from dehydration much faster. So as you're sitting there wondering what you're going to do next, a venomous snake bites you. And so you instinctively start sucking on the bite to remove the poison, but you can't because it goes right in your bloodstream, and all you'll do is die much faster from infection.
They be trying to hack you? Yes, bro, they be trying to hack you. Bro, they be trying to hack me too. I'm crazy, bro. Alrighty, all right, everybody settle down. We're gonna start our monthly email meeting. Before we start, we want to give a special acknowledgement to Gmail for having the most secured account 15 months in a row. Good job, Gmail. Everybody show some love to Gmail. That's my dog, though. That's my dog, Gmail. Chill. You know, I just do my job. You know, I show up. I do the spam shift. You know, I get things done. Boo, bro. Shut up, Outlook. Maybe if you looked out, you'd win too. Hey, none of that. All right, none of that. All right, we're going to have a professional email meeting, okay? Now, we just want to acknowledge Hotmail could not be here today. He's suffering from viruses. Damn, he's sick. Corona. Yeah, he probably do got corona. Now, today's meeting is about fake accounts. Yahoo 1234 at yahoo.com is not a real email, all right? Bro, how was I supposed to know that? All right, with that being said, y'all go out, y'all monitor these emails, bring me back the good stuff, okay? Which one of y'all got the president's email? Yeah, I got the president's. I got the president. You got Donald Trump. I got
Planets you never knew existed, Part 1. Up first we have 55 Concrete E. This planet is about 40 light years away from us. Its surface temperature is over 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It's believed to be covered with diamonds, and it's twice the size of Earth. Up next we have HD 1897-33b. This planet is 62 light years away from Earth. Wind speed on this planet reaches over 5,500 miles an hour. That's 7 times faster than the speed of sound. Temperatures reach over 1,600 degrees. This planet rains glass too, and it rains sideways due to the fast winds. Finally, we got Korat 7b. This planet is 489 light years away from Earth. It rains rocks on this planet. The surface temperature is 4,500 degrees Fahrenheit. A year on this planet lasts 20 hours, and there's nothing but volcanoes, lava, and rocks on the surface.
I had to go to the DMV in Englewood to get my car registered. My daughter said, "Mommy, can I go with you?" I said, "Cool, we're gonna take the bus. It's a 6-minute ride." We get on the bus, we sitting in these wheelchair accessible seats. Guy gets on the bus with a wheelchair. We get up, we give him the seats, she goes off. She's standing next to me, just shaking. I said, "What's wrong with you?" "I need to talk to you." I said, "Shut up. That's not even fair." I said, hey, hi. It's okay, don't worry. Shut up. She goes off. "All I was gonna say is, how come he gets to sit down if he's already sitting down? That's not fair." You know what else? He's a fibber. He's a liar, Mom. He's a liar because his sneakers are dirty. "Why is his sneakers dirty?" I said, "Shut the up!"
What's wrong with you, Maddie? See a therapist for why you're such a terrible human being.
Team, that's right up your alley. Oh my gosh, she's on the ground. Please not.
Oh my god!
Bitch, 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 bitch. Guys, she's gonna flip that.
Wait, hold on, Bryce. Why you grabbing me? Hold on, Bryce. Let my mouth go. Bryce, hold on now. Hold on, it's finna end like this? In front of my homies like this, Bryce? Go do it then, Bryce. I've been waiting on this. Go. Bryce, stop, please. Y'all can see my intestines and everything. He cut me open, ain't he? Bryce, come on, man. I don't even feel it, but I know he doing it. Y'all can see all my stomach, kind of what I done ate. Y'all can see all that. What's up, man? He just giving you a quick fade, bro. Bryce wouldn't do you like that. Bryce, you fading me up? I ain't know it was cut, day. Bryce, why you ain't tell me?
Okay, so I saw this thing about not being able to break your egg with your forearm, and I really wanted to try it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, let's try this again. Face you make when you're freaking constipated, drunk shit. Now that was smooth. You know what's smoother? My fucking biceps. Oh. This is why people shouldn't be able to be left alone for a certain amount of time. They start doing dumb shit. I give up. Sorry, Mom. Doesn't like it.
This is what you need to do when you come face to face with a wild kangaroo. Let's say you're in Australia and you're just exploring around, checking out everything, and then all of a sudden, this guy shows up and he's bloody angry and wants to fight you. The first thing you should do is tell him to piss off. Oi, mate, get out of here, alright? Piss off. The second thing you should do not try to box a kangaroo. Now you might get lucky and get a couple of shots in, but I'm telling you mate, you'll never win. They kick, they bite, they scratch, they do not follow the rules. The last thing you need to do, you need to get as low as possible and slowly back away. Now hopefully this just confuses the kangaroo thinking you're an absolute weirdo and just hops away. So if you value your life, don't mess with roos, mate.
Oh, is that nice? Look at the size of those claws.
$20 if you can beat me at this game. It's called 5 Lies. All you have to do is answer incorrectly 5 times. Got it?
Okay.
Okay, so like question 1 is, what's your name? You would answer?
Amanda.
Perfect. Okay, question 2, where are you from?
Puerto Rico.
Pretty good. What kind of car do you drive?
A Tesla.
Ooh, fancy. What question was I on again?
1.
Oh shoot, you played this game before.
No, I haven't.
Got you.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah, over to the right. To the right. Oh, hey, hold on.
Black on the Civic! Go get Black on the Civic! Where's the Black on the Civic? Man, we gotta save the baby! Come on! We got... There it is! Go! Go! Hey, I got the notification too! You got the notification! There it is right there! Go! Go, 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 go! Go, go, go! Almost got him! Go, get it right there, right there! Go, 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 go! I got the baby! I got the baby!
Yesterday I created a huge Jolly Rancher and I placed my dad's phone inside it, and this was his reaction.
Hey, what's going on? I just finished up making a video for TikTok. World's largest Jolly Rancher.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. It's
Can I lick it?
No, you can actually, but it's also your phone.
What? What do you mean by that? What?
Your phone's in the center. Watch this. Watch this. I'm calling it. You need a new phone. It's way too old.
Colton? What the fuck?
You should answer it. Who is it?
The phone still works. You gotta figure a way to get it out of there.
All right, well, stay tuned for when we drop it off a 100-foot building.
Do you know what an artist and a sniper have in common? Details. Like when a touch of color is out of place. When a shadow does not match with its surroundings. Or when a shape is not where it is supposed to be. The only difference is the stakes. Mine are higher.
Doing comedy, and I got on my elevator and I pushed the 6th floor and I heard my favorite words ever. I heard, "Hey, hold the elevator." I love this. Because I get to feel like a good Samaritan and super strong for like 30 seconds. Like, I got this. I can hold these steel doors. Come on in, friend. And this guy's huffing and puffing. He's like, "Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for holding the elevator. I appreciate it." I was like, "No problem, man." He sees that I'm on the 6th floor. He pushes the 5th floor and starts laughing at me. Looks like you got to go to the 5th floor now, bro. It was a really rude thing to say if someone just held the elevator for you. But I didn't get angry. What's the point? I just looked at him, pushed 4, 3, 2, and said, "What's the rush?"
Juicy, we want the clout. Do the thing! Pick that up and do it.
Do the things.
Oh no! Don't touch me there! This is my navel square! No, please! Don't touch me there! This is my navel square!
Yes! Here are some of the biggest movie mistakes you've never noticed. Part 1. In the movie Braveheart, there's lots of mistakes I bet you haven't noticed before. First off, when they're running into battle, their tools that are supposed to be made of steel wobbles like rubber. Next up, they're all on horses, but why don't they use this car in the background? I don't think that was supposed to be there. Later on, you can see this guy in the background with a hat from the future. What's he doing back in these times? In the movie Gladiator, there are tons of funny mistakes you haven't noticed. In the movie Gladiator, you can see Maximus showing off to the crowd, and in the crowd is a guy with a camera. He's in the wrong time. Later on, in the Colosseum, you can see people have bottled water back in the Roman times. Interesting. Back in the day, Roman fighting was super gruesome, but if you look closely, the sword goes through his armpit, not even through him. And later on, the same thing right here, under his armpit. Like, what? Pretty cool!
I hate you! I hate you! You're the reason Dad left!
The reason he didn't come back!
Get off me!
Hey kids, dinner's ready.
Cool, be right down.
What are you guys doing?
Just bonding, just brother sister stuff.
Yep. Okay, you guys are weird.
Oh, I got an itch in my ball.
What is this? It seems I have come across a highly skilled opponent, and the fact that his name contains 4 X's only supports my thesis. That being said, there is a high probability that my opponent has consumed some sort of performance-enhancing substance, meaning his reflexes will most likely be faster than mine. With this knowledge, I know that my raw gun skill alone will not be enough to defeat him, but in order to develop an effective plan, I will have to account for all the different possible movements that he might make. If he chooses to lay prone, then I should mirror his movements, as his visibility will be slightly impaired by that patch of grass by his feet. This will give me a slight advantage, but if he instead decides to perform an aerial assault, my best course of action would be to slide to cover. Either way, the probability of me coming out of this encounter alive is minimal at best. But as long as I keep my composure—
Oh shit! Get destroyed! Pussy!
Your boy got 5 motherfucking stars. Oh shit! It's dead ass going down. It's going down. Yo, I don't have the rocket launcher cheat code, but if anybody got that, let me get that right now in the comment section.
Spin it in the middle, there we go. Pull a surprise face. Wait for it to stop. Move the spoons. Move the batteries in one motion. And then play the video in reverse. You're welcome.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
Yo, get a cup.
What are you talking about?
No, just get a cup.
Man. And now I gotta wash a cup out for no reason, bro.
Babe,
Yes.
this is for tonight.
Nice, thank you. I don't know if that's enough.
Hold. What? Explain your sneeze. I'm sorry? Do you have allergies? No. Is there too much pepper on your salad? I don't put pepper on salads. I've heard enough. Sit over there.
Guys, help me. Sheldon, come on. Yeah, it's just one sneeze. You're on your own. See you, buddy.
There's been a lot of comments on one of my last videos about how your pets have been reacting to the coyote call. So I'm going to do it again. You guys post how your pets react.
Zach, drive me to my friends.
No.
I'll tell Mom you hit me.
I didn't hit you.
Mom, Zach hit me!
Jeez, okay, fine, let's go. Hey, Indy. Mental breakdown? Is it boys or school? Both.
You look good.
Yeah, you look different. Mom, she's bleeding again.
second. What the hell are you doing?
Nothing. Nothing.
Who are you sending those to?
No one.
Who are you sending those to?
Just a few guys.
Why are there multiple?
I could have my options open.
You're just like mom.
It all started when my mom met my dad, and they fell in love, and they had me.
Oh, y'all think y'all funny, huh? Yeah, y'all are real funny, man. Get on my nerves.
Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
What's up, ho?
Oh.
That's a bad word?
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling your daddy.
No, I'm sorry.
Come on. Oh my god, dude! God, your dick is so small. Hey! Oh, sorry, Dad. What did I teach you about being toxic online?
Call him the N-word.
Call him the N-word. That's my...
Now tilt the chin. Okay, good. Now pinch the nose and give 2 rescue breaths. Good. Now continue the chest compressions. Good. Now...
Oh my god! I'm alive! I'm alive! Where am I? What happened to my arms? What happened to my legs? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Sickle.
Sickle.
Popsicle.
Pilla pilla.
Pop. Can you?
Ouch.
Yep. Can you say pop?
Pop.
Sickle.
Sickle.
Popsicle.
Pilla pilla.
So one day I went to Walmart and got a bunch of poster board and a roll of Gorilla Tape. And then I headed home to build a giant paper airplane. I started out by making a smaller version to test the material out. And it flew pretty well. Then I got out 4 sheets of poster board and taped them all together with the Gorilla Tape. And it was already turning out better than I thought it would. I then flipped it back over and folded the plane in half. After that, I started making all the folds necessary to make a paper airplane. And it was kind of hard to work with a material like this, but by taping it all, I kind of managed. I folded it in half, and then I made the wings. And after that, I taped up all the seams and the bottom of the plane for extra support. And it was done, and ready to be thrown off a bridge, like for part 2.